Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Lazy Triumphster. So how about another ride on the 77? I just installed new chain and front sprocket. I went down one tooth, so nice gold chain there. Cleaned everything up too, but I'm very interested to see how she behaves going down one tooth. So, yeah, let's take her out for a rip, see what's going on. She's definitely quicker. I can feel it. A little more pickup. See, I opted to do this because I had a great conversation with one of the owners of the helmet center, Dave, about, you know, should I drop a tooth in the front or go, you know, basically I was like looking for a sprocket to just go up one in the rear because I didn't want to lose so much of my top end. But he talked about the diameter of the tires and the wheels to play a factor as well, and I hadn't even really considered that. And the tires that I just installed are a little bit taller than the ones I had on it. So, you know, it's like, if that's the case, then that's like longer gearing anyways, so why don't I drop the tooth and see what happens? So the other deciding factor was that I found a front sprocket for like $13. I mean, it's a steel sprocket, so, you know, whatever. Plus, I can't convert to a 520 unless I spend a great deal of money on custom sprockets, so. You know, basically, with the old gearing, I was cruising around town with, you know, in third and fourth and never really touched fifth. I'm in fifth right now. You know, this feels right. I mean, sounds a little low on the RPM, so I probably could afford to, you know, gear it even shorter, but this is a good setup, actually. It feels pretty good. Mid-second. Feeling a little too excited. I mean, she's running good. I mean, yeah, definitely picks up quicker. This is a good setup. I like it. I think I'll keep it. So it's 1642. I was running 1742, which my understanding is stock for these bikes is either 1743 or 1642. And I was apprehensive about going back to stock because when I had my XS650, I was running stock gearing on that, and it was such a short gearing. I'd have to shift into second before finishing crossing an intersection. You know, light turns green, launch, and basically just pull the clutch right back in and shift into second. If you've ever ridden like a Ninja EX250, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But why is it that way on a 650? So, you know, I was apprehensive about going back to stock gearing on this thing, just because I didn't want to have that same experience. So, but I'm glad I changed it. Woo! Yeah, she's quick. You know what else? When I first started running this single carb on the 2-in-1 manifold, there was a delay in the throttle input and letting the clutch out using the friction zone, and I always attributed it to, you know, distance that the carb was now at that point moved, you know, further from the cylinder. And there may still be a factor there, but now that I've went down one tooth on the front sprocket, it seems that I don't have to keep the clutch in the friction zone as long, that I can let it out sooner. So that's good too. I can launch harder. I don't have to be slow off the light. Way more like it. I feel like the range as far as time spent in each gear is more conducive of accelerating hard and riding more aggressively. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was, you know, something cool about being able to hang in the higher RPMs longer with the old gearing. But the offset was, it was gutless off the line, and on the freeway, it was the weirdest thing. You would think it wouldn't be a problem or that big of a deal, but in fifth gear on the freeway, it was useless. There was like nothing. So I'm hoping this brings it more in the power revs, if you will, when I'm on the freeway.
some air in the tires before I took off. I may have gone a little, may have put a little much. Feeling every bump. Despite the heat, when I'm moving, it's not so bad. Seems to rev match a little bit better, probably because where I'm at when I'm downshifting is a little bit different RPMs than it was before, so it's probably a little bit better, a little bit more in its sweet spot. It's amazing how much of a difference one tooth on the front sprocket can make. It makes me very interested in what the outcome will be of a 520 conversion. You know, there's skeptics out there, people that think, you know, hey, it won't make that much of a difference. You know, just the idea of rotating mass and how small and light this bike is and how small the displacement is, I tend to think that it would make a difference. And maybe, you know, maybe it won't be like, oh my god, it's there, I can feel it, I can, you know, tell, but maybe it'll make it that much easier for the bike to run and and improve its efficiency. Alright, so there she is, 77 Yamaha XS500 Cafe Racer. Yeah, that was a blast. Very happy with the outcome now. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the ride. We'll do more. You know, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with what I'm doing next. Hey, look at that. That's the price you pay of a new chain. I gotta clean that. But most important, guys, stay safe.